Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Gamestack Podcast right here on We Just Love Games Network. I am your co-host Vendertron. Joining me this evening also is Shalene. Hello, Shalene.
It's been 84 years.
Actually, it's been almost 84 days since our last podcast. It's been
Oof.
2 months.
We got to knock the rust off.
I know.
Yeah.
We are still a
Sorry,
bit rusty, though.
guys.
We apologize in advance. We're going to be without some audio features this evening. I still can't
The
seem to
audio
get the
folks will
bumpers.
never know. I'm going to edit it in. They'll
Oh,
never know the difference.
all
The
right.
show's going to be fine.
Okay.
But the YouTube people, I'm not going to bother because I hate video editing. So I'm sorry, you guys. If you want a flawless experience, you'll have to listen to audio.
Yeah, it's.
Shout out to Lee Benjamin in the chat. Hey, Lee, how you doing? Good to see you.
I really need to upgrade my PC, Shalene. That's what needs to happen. I need to upgrade my
You are
PC.
overdue for that upgrade. You
Yeah,
really are.
we need to upgrade the PC because I'm still running on like Windows 10 and it's super chuggy now when we
Hmm.
do the show. And like I unplugged and we moved to the new house and like nothing works. You can unplug
So
it and plug it all back in the exact same way and nothing will work.
I
Rick
understand.
knows. Rick knows about
Yes.
this. Yes.
Maybe I should set up so that I can drive since I have a newer PC. Maybe we should try that. But again, we are planning the show on the show.
How are you?
I'm okay. I guess. Like, all right. I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm okay. I am yet again sick with just another cold.
You sound terrible.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
terrible. It's
Mhm.
been I had convocation last Friday and
Congratulations, by the way. You have
thanks.
matriculated.
Word of the day, matriculated. I think I picked up a virus there.
Mm.
And I went to work on Monday. Everything was fine. Tuesday rolled around. I'm like, geez, my throat's kind of dry. Must just be the Alberta air. And
Must have been
then
the wind.
I woke up on Wednesday and I felt like a lukewarm bag of mushroom soup that was left on the floor of a taxi cab. So, yeah.
That is an incredibly evocative image.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So, but anyways,
I can smell that image. Ugh. Blech.
well, smell this. You're listening to episode 201, Sassy Peach.
That is a sassy peach.
Yes. Don't ask about how we got that title. Actually, if you peruse our Discord and you do a little bit of research, you might be able to figure out how we came up with that title. But yes, hello everyone coming into the chat. Happy Friday. We are so excited to be able to do another episode of the podcast. This is the first episode since our 200th episode, which I feel like is a milestone in and of itself.
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Don't forget,
We're
the show
doing our
is
best here, guys. We're doing our
right.
best.
Don't forget, show sponsored by Oak and Crow Coffee. If you go to oakandcrow.com, you can pick up a bag of We Just Love Coffee blend. $2 from every purchase. That blend goes to the Children's Miracle Network. Tell your friends about the show, like and subscribe, shout us out, and we will talk about the reviews that you give us. But the best place to get a hold of us and share stories with us and talk about your day is in the Discord, right, Shalene?
Absolutely. And we have some new people in the Discord. And honestly, it's been a minute since we did a show, and the last couple of shows were not necessarily traditional shows. So if we're being 100% honest, I'm not sure when we last called out the Discord shout outs. So I'm going to do the last few. So if they're doubled up, then I'm sorry. But we have Dino, who has joined the Discord, Con395, who has been playing some Pokemon Go with me, and Max Stone, who sounds like the star of an adventure movie.
Max
Welcome
Stone.
to the three of you.
You know who
Yeah.
we have in our Discord? We have Max Stone in our Discord. Max Stone.
Stone. Max Stone. How do you join the Discord, Vendor?
Joining the Discord is a little bit convoluted. You can either join through the grapevine by hearing from another friend on your Discord, or you can navigate to We Just Love Games, twitch.tv/We Just Love Games, and go to our About page. We have a link directly into our server there, and there's no skill testing questions or tightrope walking that is required for you to get into the server. You just click and you're in, just like that. We don't want to make it hard for anybody to try to be part of our community.
No gatekeeping.
It is a really good community. There's been a lot of good conversation in the last 2 months in the Discord.
I love our Discord. I honestly, the conversations there keep
It's
me
so
going
good.
some
It's
days
so
when
good.
it's hard.
Kawaii Banana Sushi today said, "You can always put on more clothes, but you can't take off your skin." Can we talk about how gosh darn good the Fallout show is? I know we all know that, but I'm on a rewatch right now and I just cannot believe how well done it is. And Gaz just puts the gif of Walton Goggins, and the gif says who? In regards to her comment about you can always put
You
on more
can't
clothes,
take
but you
off your
can't take off your
skin.
skin.
Oh
So good. So
no.
good.
Ah.
Classic Fallout humor. Very well done.
You guys are silly.
Yeah, the Discord is a great place. Don't forget, if you wanted to join the Discord, like I said, go to our Twitch page or send us a message and we'll get you in there. We have some news to talk about today. We've got some stocks. We are going to go through a backlog, or a stack, I should say, of screenshots and stories. And I don't think we have any mail, but we are going to cover what the community is playing and also what we've been playing over the last 2 months. So let's hop into it with this just in. Take it away, Shalene.
So it has been a minute, and I had a hard time putting together the news for this week because I wasn't sure how far back to go because there were some things I wanted to talk about, but of course some of the news is like 2 months old. So I decided that we're just gonna talk about some things we want to talk about. And let's
Okay.
face it, those of you who are still with us here are not here for timeliness anymore. So I feel like you'll bear with us. Also, during the little hiatus we had, we missed not E3 summertime game announcements. So we're sorry about that. We also missed the Switch 2 launch.
Holy
So
smokes.
quite a few things have been happening in the gaming industry without us.
Are we going to
But
talk a little bit about Switch 2? I feel like we need to talk a little bit about Switch
I
2.
have a couple of Switch 2 stories in here. I think are just
Okay.
just
Okay.
yeah, a couple of Switch stories.
Have you pre-ordered like 4 of them?
No, I have pre-ordered none of them actually. I don't feel the need to get a Switch 2 right now because there are no games that I feel the need to play that are exclusive to Switch 2 at this time. So I don't feel like I need one.
That's how you
And
know like you did a good job
yeah.
in creating your product. Like you made it so good that people don't actually want the newer version.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still pretty delighted with I have the Zelda OLED Switch and I'm still happy with it. So I don't feel the need to upgrade yet.
Yeah, I played a little bit of Zelda today. I'll talk about that later.
Nice. Very
Yeah.
excited. Very excited. We're gonna open up with some Fallout news. Boy, that feels funny to say. It's been a minute.
If you
This is
love
actually
news,
you're gonna love our next segment. Uh, Fallout, this is a PC Gamer article by Jody McGregor. Fallout 1 and 2's source code isn't lost at all. Thanks to one hero programmer, I made it a quest to snapshot everything. So, Tim Kaine, who was the lead developer of the original Fallout, recently lamented the loss of Fallout's earliest development materials. When he left Interplay, he was told to delete his copies of early builds and even his notes from the development meetings. And apparently, Interplay has since lost not only the source code, but also the original Fallout artwork and the clay models that were scanned to make the 3D talking heads that some of the NPCs have. And fortunately, it turns out Interplay co-founder and programmer Rebecca Heinemann kept copies of the source code for Fallout 1 and 2, as she told Video Gamer. In 1993, Interplay published a CD collecting one game it published in each of the previous 10 years, including Battle Chess, Bard's Tale, Lord of the Rings Volume 1, and the original Wasteland. Heinemann put the anthology together using her own copies of the source code of those games,
It's
except for
so good.
Wasteland. When she went looking for it, she discovered others weren't putting as much effort into keeping their backups. And she explained, I asked for the source and I was given a blank stare. I went into the COO's office and he gave me a cardboard box that looked like it had been run over by a truck. And it had some of the source on floppies. I ended up contacting friends at Electronic Arts to get a copy of the source we sent them when Wasteland shipped. From then on, Heinemann took snapshots of the code for each game she worked on at Interplay, as well as those she ported for MacPlay, which was originally a division of Interplay before being licensed out. And this is a quote from Heinemann. I made it a quest to snapshot everything and archive it on CD-ROMs. When I left Interplay in 1995, I had copies of every game we did, no exceptions. When I did MacPlay, which existed beyond my tenure at Interplay, every game we ported, I snapshotted. It included Fallout 1 and 2. Heinemann previously made the source code for the 3DO version of Doom freely available on GitHub. I wrote the code, so I gave myself permission. And I
Nice.
asked id Software, and they said sure. Fallout would require permission from Bethesda. I haven't gotten around to asking them. They're on my list, she said. So that's
Hmm.
pretty fantastic.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, I love that. I uh I appreciate that it's kind of an outlaw move to save copies of your own work when you're working for a corporation like that. But that is absolutely the kind of thing that I would do. Not that I have or haven't kept copies of work after leaving an employer. Um, but anyway, so there's you're talking about Legend of Zelda, huh?
Yeah.
Right? Legend of Zelda.
Uh-huh.
You've been playing a lot of Zelda, haven't you?
I have. Where's this going?
Big fan of the Legend of Zelda series.
Big
I
fan.
uh I
Yes.
love the Legend of Zelda
Absolutely.
series. I am a little iffy on the upcoming Legend of Zelda live action film.
Oh, why is that?
I just feel like it's not something we need. But of course I felt the same way about a Fallout TV show, frankly. A lot of the joy of these worlds is exploration, and I don't feel that it necessarily translates as well to the medium of TV and film. However, my mind has been slightly changed because I have seen the actress that is rumored to be cast as Princess Zelda in the Legend of Zelda live action film, Hunter Schafer. And this photo, I'm completely unfamiliar with this actor's body of work, but I have never seen a human being that looked more like Princess Zelda in my life.
Yeah, correct. Let me just go to the B-roll so people can see what we're talking about here. Um, yeah, it's quite good.
It's uncanny, right? It's uncanny. Like the ears are Hylian ears. They don't even need a prosthetic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just blown away by how good this casting would be. Um, I don't know. I don't know how the acting is. Can't attest to that, but gosh, the likeness is uncanny.
It's
It's
quite good.
uncanny.
Um, I was on Reddit today and they were talking about this. And they were saying, forget Link, forget Zelda. Who's going to play Beetle?
You
And I
know who
was
I
like,
would cast to play
Michael
Beetle?
Kara. Michael Kara is Beetle. Michael Kara is the perfect
That is
choice.
exactly who I was thinking of,
Yes.
actually.
That
That
is
is
the correct
exactly who I was
choice.
thinking of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. I am
Yes.
curious to see who. I hope Jack Black makes it in there somewhere.
Hmm.
I don't know if
Jack Black
Zelda
would make a great
is.
maybe King Rome. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would like to see Danny DeVito as Tingle.
Jack Black might make a good Goron.
Jack Black would make a good Goron.
Right?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that. I can see it. Yeah.
Or Hestu.
Hestu! Oh, Hestu is the best stew. I love it.
Can we get a Hestu Jack Black, please?
That would be pretty marvelous.
Mm.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm excited for the Zelda movie, but I need to finish Tears of the Kingdom before that happens. But I
Mhm.
don't think. Do we want to take bets? Am I going to finish Tears of the Kingdom before the movie comes out?
Okay, in what way do you mean finish Tears of the Kingdom? Do you mean beat the storyline, or do you mean find all 9,472 Korok
That
seeds?
one, yes.
No, no,
Yeah.
you won't.
I mean, never say never.
You might.
When is
It
it
takes a
supposed to come
while. It
out?
takes a
Do we
while to
know?
film a movie because they're obviously this news article is still just a rumor. You know, this hasn't been a confirmed casting decision. It's not confirmed that this is even a true consideration by the casting department.
So you're
So,
telling me there's a chance.
um, oh, scrolling down here, it says the live action Legend of Zelda movie is currently on track for release in March 2027.
Oh,
So
2 years? That's
you can do it. You
I
have
could
the
totally do
time.
it.
You can
Yeah.
do it. I think that's a good goal to work for. Finish Tears of the Kingdom before the movie
Celebrate by
comes out.
watching the movie. Yeah.
Hmm.
I do want to play the new animated one. What is it?
Echoes of Wisdom.
Echoes of Wisdom.
Yeah, the
You've
one
played it.
that's
Or
I
is it still
haven't
in the
played it actually.
cellophane?
I think it's still in the shrink wrap.
Oh
I
no.
do, yeah. I'm ridiculous.
Okay.
I've been awful lately in terms of gaming. Yeah.
Well, before the
Mhm.
next show, you need to fire that up.
Okay. That
And
is
I
a good
mean,
quest.
seeing as how it was 2 months since we did our last show, it's entirely possible that you could do this. You could do this.
Yeah, I mean, it might be 2 months again. Let's don't make it be 2 months again.
Oh, goodness.
Oh
Okay,
dear.
next.
This next
Carry on. Carry
article,
on.
yeah, we're a mess. We're sorry. It's been a while. This is a scipost.org article by Eric W. Dolan. And this was one that you had sent me. A new study reveals four psychological profiles of gamers linked to mental health and attachment styles.
Cool.
And I feel like I probably should have done a little
Do you
summary
want
of
me to?
this because it's a really long article. Do you want to do you feel comfortable
Sure. So
tackling that one?
basically, the study was sort of born from shared interests in trying to understand the psychological complexity of gaming behaviors amongst individuals in the context of gaming disorders. And so, Seisha Martins Castro, a PhD candidate in psychology, and Davis Diaz Nito, an associate professor of psychology. Which university is this? I don't know. They didn't say in the article. Instituto Universitario. I really butchered that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Um. Anyways, Katya says, from a personal perspective, this need was strongly felt in my clinical work, where it was often difficult to translate research into practice tools for assessing and supporting my clients who were gamers with problematic use. And she went on to say, we're so committed to ensuring inclusivity, both in terms of the types of games played and the diversity of the gaming population. These are, to our knowledge, the first psychological profiles of gamers to include non binary participants, to be generalizable across all game genres, and to be drawn from an international sample spanning 112 countries. The breadth of this data gives the profiles substantial potential for clinical and cultural relevance. And so they drew on the responses of over 5,000 individuals between 16 and 69 years of age, with a mean age of 25 years. Participants came from, as I said, 112 countries, about 50% men, 43% women, 9% non binary. And they collected data through an online questionnaire on social media and gaming platforms, and they shared and answered questions about their gaming habits, emotional experiences, social connections, substance use, and attachment patterns. So there are four profiles, Shalene, and these are the profiles that they found based on their analysis. The
Okay.
first profile is avoidant profile. Individuals, let's see who falls into which.
Yeah, I'm excited to I feel like we should diagnose each
Right?
other.
Yes, let's self diagnose. First profile, avoidant profile. Individuals in this group were generally older, reported low levels of psychological distress. They showed secure attachment patterns and a preference for online social interactions. Their gaming motivations centered around personal exploration, autonomy, and recreation rather than social connection. This profile was also associated with lower levels of substance use and minimal use of social media for gaming related community. That's me. Me in a nutshell. I'm not on any social media now. I'm pretty sure that's me in a nutshell. Next profile, the engaged profile. This was the largest group and included gamers with good emotional regulation and secure attachment. Like the avoidant group, they showed low psychological distress and little substance use. However, they were more socially integrated into gaming communities and used platforms such as Discord, Twitch, and Instagram to connect with others. Smartphone gaming was common in this group. While they did not often play online games with others, they maintained strong offline social networks. Maybe I fall into this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like. I
Now
mean,
let's check out the other two before we go off.
so the third one is relational profile. Members of this group showed emotional regulation difficulties and higher levels of attachment avoidance. They were more likely to play games for social connection and identity reinforcement, but had fewer online social interactions. Although they experienced some functional impairments and showed higher risk behaviors such as hallucinogen use, they did not report high levels of overt psychological distress. Their gaming preferences leaned toward immersive, socially driven experiences, and they frequently use platforms like Steam and Twitch. And the last profile is called the dysregulated profile. This group was made up of younger gamers who reported the highest levels of emotional distress and showed difficulties in areas of emotional regulation. They had both attachment, anxiety, and avoidance, indicating significant interpersonal difficulties. They were more likely to use tobacco, energy drinks, and showed signs of behavioral dysregulation, including risk to self or others. These gamers also spent more time gaming alone or with online friends and frequently used multiple social media platforms to engage with gaming communities. This group had the highest risk of developing a gaming disorder. And so the researchers basically summed it up by saying, the important takeaway, or one of the important takeaways, is that non-problematic gaming can be associated with individuals who maintain healthy emotional bonds and social
Mm-hmm.
relationships, which I would think would be the majority of us.
Makes sense.
In contrast, problematic gaming can emerge when individuals experience relational difficulties, whether through anxious attachment, like fearing abandonment, or avoidant patterns, like distancing from intimacy. So
So I feel like you and I are both in the engaged profile,
I think so. Yeah.
but I think I have been in one of those lower two profiles at other points in my
Oh
life.
yes, absolutely. Me too.
Yes.
And it's never a static thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um yeah, it's interesting. I wonder, like they said the dysregulated group is made up of younger gamers. I
Mm-hmm.
wonder what are the confounding factors? Is it
Honestly, I think that a major factor is COVID lockdowns and the way that that affected the younger people's developments, because this happened during a time in their life that was instrumental to their development as people, and not being able to go to school, not being able to, I think that may have affected significantly abilities to regulate and to build those social mores.
yeah, I
So,
wonder when their data collection period actually
mhm.
was.
And I would like to see when they say younger gamers,
What do they
define
mean?
that.
Right? What's the
Yeah.
category? Is it
What's younger?
is it
Because, like,
18 to 25 or is it 12 to 18
because what
or
I'm imagining is like 18 to 24 when they say younger gamers.
mhm.
But I'm an old lady, so they may be talking about, like, even children and
Well, this is the thing.
youth,
They didn't
the youths.
they didn't say, I mean, the article is missing some key details like when the data was collected, but
Hmm.
also what were the actual groups? Like they said 50% men, 43% women, 9% non-binary.
Hmm. And where did
Ages, oh,
those
right.
groups fall?
Individuals 16 to 69 years of age.
Ah,
So the
okay.
minimum age is 16 years. So
Okay.
if that last group is predominantly younger gamers, like part of me wonders how much of it is attributed to the fact that their brains just haven't fully developed yet?
Mm-hmm.
How
Yeah,
much of it
they're still growing up.
how much of it is influenced by the use of tobacco and energy drinks and whatever other substances? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
How much of it is impacted by social media use? Because we
Right.
know how social media makes people crazy,
Mm-hmm.
like absolutely bonkers, out of this world crazy. So, anyways, I'll
Interesting.
stop
That was a
talking.
really interesting article. Thank you for sharing, Vendor.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll stop talking because I'm all phlegmy. So, go ahead.
Okay. So, let me punch some holes in your theory. Just like GameStop punched holes in the screens of people's Switch
Oh
2s.
my gosh, I read about this. What?
Ah!
That is a bad day for whoever
Oh
did
my
that.
gosh. This is a PCGamer.com article by Andy Edser. And apparently, there was a GameStop in Staten Island, and they were stapling the receipts to the boxes. And that feels honestly like a standard thing that you might do, stapling the receipt to the box. That doesn't seem like a wild decision to make. But the way the switches are packed, there was not adequate distance between the screen of the switch and the wall of the cardboard, and they
Yes.
were punching holes in the LCD screens.
That's
Ah!
just totally amazing. First of all, why wouldn't you just use like tape?
I don't
What?
know. I don't know. Just hand them the receipt. Just hand the people the
Well, my
receipt.
guess is that these were pre-orders and they were sitting on a shelf. So the receipt
Yeah.
had to go with the order,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Maybe they were using staples just to be sure it didn't fall
were they
off,
using like
just
a
to
staple gun and not like just a piddly office stapler? Were they using an air nailer? Because like how deep?
I don't know. I think it was just a stapler. Um, but it's just oh, it's terrible.
It's
It's
actually
terrible.
so brilliant. So like what happened to the people who did that? Did they get
I
fired?
would imagine I don't know. I would imagine that there were some consequences. I don't know if it was just a matter of like,
It seems
hey,
yeah, I
you're in
feel like
trouble, Jimmy, stop doing this. Or if it's a
yeah.
matter of like, did they lose their jobs? I don't
I
know.
feel like it's one of those things where they didn't actually even realize what they were doing,
I no, it was certainly
right?
not intentional. They would have never done that. Um, I'm
Oh,
just
that's a
just
bad day.
scrolling through here. Um, yeah, people are very surprised by the lack of outer packaging between the console's screen and the world outside. I am surprised looking at this. They've got a picture of the Switch package, and it's just right there under the cardboard. There's not even like a layer of that film, that thick plasticky film or anything. I don't know. I'm I think there's absolutely no way that this guy thought this
Yeah.
was going to hurt anything.
So here's the picture of the Switch for our live listeners. Um, it's literally a flimsy, like 3
Hmm.
millimeter piece of cardboard between the screen and your Switch. I feel like this is a poor packaging decision.
I agree. I
Despite
really
the
do
staple
agree.
issue, Nintendo made a
Hmm.
bad choice here.
Hmm.
Like, right?
So there's no update here about what happened to the store worker who did it. But customers have spoken with the manager of the store, and they are getting their switches exchanged.
I mean, of
So,
course, right?
mhm.
I wonder how many switches it was.
I don't know, but
Because,
that's
like, that's a
wild.
bad day for the boss, right? Like,
It's a bad day
sorry,
for
we
everyone.
have to replace
That's a
30
bad day
Switch
for
2s. Like, that's
everyone.
thousands of dollars.
Hmm. Yeah, that was a good day for absolutely no one. How horrible.
Yeah, Lee Benjamin in the chat says any general banging about could have caused damage,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like they should have been packaged a little better. I would imagine that Nintendo was probably leaning towards the side of less plastic for the environment, less, but I think maybe we needed a little more plastic or styrofoam or something in this case. But
Oh, God.
speaking of we can't have nice things, This next article is a WCCF Tech article by Francisco de Mayo. And apparently, Hideo Kojima changed Death Stranding 2 on the beach during development because it was being received too well and wasn't polarizing enough.
Huh?
The game was too good. Players liked it too much in the focus groups. We can't have that. At some point during development, Hideo Kojima made changes to Death Stranding 2 because the game was doing too well during playtests and wasn't polarizing enough, according to the game's co-composer. Speaking in a lengthy interview with Rolling Stone, French composer Woodkid talked about working with Hideo Kojima on the game and how challenging it was to write music that changes in real time while playing, and how difficult it was to put together the eclectic mix of musical genres the game's soundtrack features. When asked at the end of the interview about something essential the composer learned working on the game, Woodkid mentioned how one day Hideo Kojima confirmed his intention of making changes to the game because it was being too well received in playtests. These changes, which reportedly include some script changes and the way some important events play out, were meant to make the game more polarizing, trigger more emotions, and ensure people would love the game after initially disliking it, as this is how something gets loved for real, Kojima-san reportedly said. This isn't the first time we have heard about Hideo Kojima not being too happy with Death Stranding 2 on the Beach's positive reception during playtests. Last month, the legendary game creator commented on the matter with Edge magazine, saying that he wished the game would be more controversial, as he isn't interested in developing games with mass market appeal. To see if the game will indeed be less controversial than its predecessor, we won't have to wait long. It launches on PlayStation 5 June 26th.
Well, at least we know he has principles.
Oh my goodness. Imagine just being such an auteur that your game is good and people love your game and you're like, "Oh gosh, we can't have this. We can't have no. This
It's too
will
good.
not stand. We got to make it weird. Somebody get me a flaming whale in the sky. Stat." I just I don't get
So
it.
now they're
I
going to
don't
be like,
get it.
okay, they're going to go back to the table and they're going to say, how do we make this worse?
Yes, let's make
Now,
it weirder. Let's make it worse.
theory.
I'm sorry, my webcam moved and
Is
it's
this how we
giving
got
me
the
issues
Retus
here.
fetus?
Maybe that's how we got the Retus fetus, because
Because it
the
seems
game was
so
very
left
normal and they're
field.
like, you know what we need is a fetus in a jar. That's what we need.
Yes, yes. Like, I would feel like that is the only instance in which
Hmm.
something like that gets thought up. Like
This
Hideo Kojima sat them down at a table and said, "Okay, guys, wrong answers only. What do we add to this game?
is just so
Baby in a
funny
jar."
that he's doing this on purpose. Like he's just, oh my
Okay, Shalene,
goodness.
wrong answers only. What are you gonna? You're sitting at the table with Hideo Kojima. What do you say to put in Death Stranding 2?
Okay, I'm gonna go with um a talking horse that poops raw meat. That's what we're going with. A talking horse that poops raw meat, and the player character can eat the meat as like a consumable.
Okay,
That's what I'm adding to the Kojima game. I feel
I
like
think
I
that's a
just
valuable asset. Yes. Yeah.
what are you adding to the Kojima game?
Barbara Streisand song achievements.
You can really tell which one of us is a gay man right now.
You're gonna make me cough. Coughing
Kojima
fit.
is wild. What's the guy even doing? This game is too good. Oh gosh, no. They like my game.
What a problem to have, really. I mean, honestly.
What's the quote from Friends? My diamond shoes are too tight. Like,
Yeah. He needs to just make a game that's like too difficult to rip off. It's so bad that nobody actually wants to steal it.
okay. So, do you think the Retus fetus? I'm thinking about the Retus fetus, and I think it must have been something that's been cooking in his brain for a long time because of the fetus in the sink from PT. Do you remember PT?
Yes.
Yes, the fetus in the sink in PT, and Norman Reedus was the trailer
Yeah.
for the scrapped Silent Hill game that Kojima was
Right.
going to
Right.
do. So, like the fetus in the sink was very like it was notable. It was a whole thing. And I wonder if this is just something that's been cooking for a while.
I don't even know. Well, we'll find
Uh,
out.
June 26th.
Maybe it'll
So
just be a fully grown man in a jar. But wait,
does Norman Reedus still have to carry it around?
didn't we have that in Fallout New Vegas? I think.
Oh my gosh, we just have talking heads in jars in Fallout, I
Didn't
think.
we? Mr. House was in a
No,
jar,
Mr.
wasn't he?
House was in a jar, but
It
it
was
was
like a
a
tank kind of thing.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like a mm-hmm. It stayed in one place.
Should
It,
we
it was
pause the
not a
show?
mobile
Lee
jar.
Benjamin just needs to step away to go barf for a minute.
We're so sorry, Lee.
You want us to wait for you to get back, or should we just
We're
carry
so
on?
so don't forget to rinse, okay?
I hope he has
We're so
mouthwash.
sorry. Oh my gosh.
Boy, you really
Uh,
stole my heart away with that one, Shalene.
just like somebody stole Nintendo Switch 2 consoles worth $1.4 million in a brazen GameStop truck
Get out
heist.
of town.
Yes, according to
Tell
this
me more.
IGN.com article by Tom Phillips, nearly 3,000 Switch 2 consoles have been reported stolen from a truck transporting stock between Nintendo of America's headquarters and a Texas GameStop
That's
store.
amazing.
Police investigating the Switch 2 theft um, discovered while the driver was mid route in Colorado, said that the value of the lost console amounts to $1.4 million per local ABC News affiliate Denver 7. Tracking down the culprits may not prove easy, however, as investigators say they are currently unsure where the theft took place along the driver's 1,332-mile journey.
Jeez.
Was this a planned operation with the truck tracked from Nintendo's headquarters in Redmond and targeted specifically? Or was it a random theft? Police say multiple pallets of Switch 2 stock were shifted from the truck's trailer, suggesting at least some level of organization. If caught, police say those responsible could face multiple felony charges for theft. The driver, meanwhile, said he wasn't aware he was transporting Nintendo's new console.
Of course. The perfect alibi.
Do you suspect the driver? Because I do.
I don't know because a lot of times, like drivers, they do know that they're hauling a category of something, but they may not know what particular product it is, especially if it's high value.
So let me tell you why I suspect the truck driver. Because when I worked in a diner, uh, at back in the day, I often ended up on the graveyard shift when the truck would come in at like 3 a.m., and I've worked in stores, I've worked in restaurants, I've brought in a lot of trucks,
Mm-hmm.
that's something I've done. And apparently the people who were working graveyard shifts before me were not checking in the truck. They weren't using their inventory list to check off the ordered items and make sure everything came in. And I did that and noticed some things that were not on our order here. And I asked the driver, hey, we're missing this flat of sausage and this case of bacon or whatever.
Yeah.
And he goes to get these items out of the cab of the truck.
Huh? So, like, he helped
Mm-hmm.
himself to some bacon?
Yes, yes, he was taking those things home. He was taking them home.
Skimming a little,
And
skimming a little off the load.
and
But
that
don't
is
they? They
why
weigh
that
the
is
they
why I
weigh
blame
the
the
trucks.
driver.
They weigh the trucks before and after.
I don't know about that. All I know is this guy habitually did not deliver all of our food, and
That's
he hated my
amazing.
guts because I made him give us the food. Um,
Because you called him out as a criminal.
Pretty much, yeah.
basically.
So yeah. Anyways, if you get a good
Interesting.
deal on some Switch 2s,
Yeah, if you
let
find
us
some
know.
Switch 2s on Facebook Marketplace in Texas or somewhere not Texas,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
wild.
So,
That's like almost as good as the Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist.
oh, I forgot about the maple syrup heist. That was back
Yeah,
in the day.
yeah.
Nice.
By the way, shout out to Jaws' 50th anniversary today. It
Ooh.
aired in the box office June 20th, 1975. Now that we're thinking retrospectively on great events.
We're gonna need a bigger boat to put all those Switch 2 consoles on.
Da-dum, da-dum. Speaking of retrospective analyses, let's hop into the stocks. Because I can tell you right now, Shalene, these stock prices are in comparison to our show from 2 months ago. So this is going to be a real roller coaster.
I love it.
Sony actually closed out 3 cents lower than last reported on episode 200 at 24.75. Microsoft is up $69.19 at 477.40.
That feels pretty
Nintendo
drastic.
Nintendo is down 43 cents at 1870. Take-Two Interactive stock skyrocketed in the last 2 months, up $115.45, closing out at 327.10.
Holy smokes, what happened? The GTA trailer, that's what happened. That
GTA.
second GTA trailer.
Yeah,
That is
GTA.
what happened.
That's crazy, right? Like, yeah,
One trailer
one
did that
trailer.
to Take-Two stock.
EA is trying to keep up, closing out at 150.56, up $19.61. Tencent down 273 at 64.01. And Roblox Corp benefited over the last couple months, increasing their stock price by $39.58, closing out at just over $100, $102.09. That is the stocks. Any mail, Shalene?
There was no mail this time, but if you folks out there in the world would like to leave us some mail, you can email us at info@wejustlovegames.com, or you can drop that in the mail stack channel of our Discord. We love your questions, comments, and discussion topics. We
Yeah,
really enjoy going over
absolutely.
those, so please leave us some new ones.
Let's talk about what you have all been playing over the last 8 weeks. It sounds a lot better when I say 8 weeks instead of 2 months for some
Hmm.
reason. Yeah. Just going to keep ripping that band aid off for the rest of the show.
It's been
This.
it's been a sixth of a year.
That sounds really bad. Um, okay, let me scroll. I need to scroll up here in the Discord so I can read the messages that come with the photos. This one is from Alex. And she says, we had a fun photo shoot with a couple of adorable photo bombers. And
Oh, look at the little tiny dinosaur.
it's her and presumably Zephyr.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a tiny brontosaurus in the background.
It's so cute.
Also, I love this magic guy in the back. He looks like a fortune teller.
I am completely enraptured by this lilac colored side that one of the
Yes.
characters is holding.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. But don't get too out of hand because here's another angle of the
It's
Brontosaurus.
such a cute tiny dino.
And
It's
if
like
you think
a dog-sized dinosaur.
if you think that's cute, wait till you see this. Look at this tiny otter.
He's dressed in a little fishing outfit. He's got a little Hawaiian shirt on and a little hat and a fishing pole. He's gonna go catch some fishies. I love him.
He's
What
very
game is
cute.
this?
This is Final Fantasy,
I want
probably.
to play that. Look at that little guy.
And
Oh,
here
he's
they
such a
are
good.
doing some magic Cue of the Continuum stuff. And there's a baby Brontosaurus and a otter in a fishing outfit. Hideo
The otter
Kojima, if you're
like does
listening,
not have time for
take
this.
some notes here, buddy, because
The otter is just marching off to go get his fishing done. He doesn't have time for their
he doesn't have time
shenanigans.
for scythes and baby dinosaurs. Okay, this one comes in from Green Camps, and he says finished 2.0, now 2.1 other stuff, and going into 3.0 of Final Fantasy 17? No, 13? I think.
I'm
Anyways, He sent us a screenshot of some credits rolling, and
Nice.
it's always a good feeling when you finish a game to the point of credits. Um, Chris Drake sends this one, says, I've been playing mobile game Candy Crush. It feels like I've been playing it forever. Glad to be done with it for a year, but also sad because I lost. And can you explain,
Wow.
because you've played Candy Crush before, Shalene, right?
So we're looking at in All Stars, qualify in each stage to win an invite to the live final. Finalists get a chance to win a share of the $1 million US cash prize pool. And it looks like Chris Drake very nearly qualified for this, like just barely missed out on it.
Well, let's see the rankings. Oh, I don't have, where's that screenshot? Well,
Yeah, there was a
maybe
second screenshot.
let me pull
And
it
it
up
looked like
here.
he came really close to qualifying.
Yeah, so here it is
He
here.
was fifth.
Yeah,
Uh,
fifth.
yeah.
That's pretty good.
So that was very, very close.
Well done. Then we have this cute photo
These are the
from
fluffiest sheep in the world.
RTZ13. Says, so good to be back. And he posted some photos, and I have no idea what this is. Is this Skyrim?
I don't think it's Skyrim. Maybe it's Oblivion.
Oh,
I don't.
there it
They're the
is.
fluffiest sheep in the world.
There it is. Okay. Anyways, cute fluffy sheep, but also look at these incredibly detailed video game strawberries,
That is a well done strawberry plant.
right?
Absolutely.
Whoever built this, I mean, give them a raise. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I think this is going to be Oblivion remaster.
Is it now looking more
Now I
Oblivion-y?
am confirmed that this is the Oblivion remaster because that, my friends, is an Oblivion gate.
Yes. Explain this for the listeners.
There is a fiery Oblivion gate.
I feel like I just watched an episode of The Office.
That's the best I can do, friends.
This
Lucian LeChance says, Dear sister, I do not spread rumors, I create them.
brilliant. Yeah. And also this one, which is just so on brand. This is actually Zephyr's post from Oblivion. He says, I've been promoted, and explain the image for the listeners. Explain it.
He has 3 arrows sticking through his body. As in accordance with guild rules, you now qualify for the rank of journeyman. May you wear your rank well. And he's just standing there, just doing great. And yeah, 3 arrows through his torso. Amazing.
You know what this makes me think about? You remember the Robaxa set commercials when they would have the little mannequin dude walking with the pins in his back, and then
I don't remember
they would
that.
pull one out and his back would get better, and they no, oh,
Mm-mm.
darn, just me. Maybe I'm old. Okay, carrying on. This one is from Shalene.
Oh, this one is me. This was from I think the game was called 9 Years of Shadows,
Mm-hmm.
which is a like a 2D Metroidvania situation. Really stylish, great music. Quite enjoyed it. I'll talk about it later. And this is a second screenshot after the world has been given a bit of color. So
Nice. And you also added this one from Wasteland 3.
I did, yes. I played some Wasteland 3. Turns out I still am not a huge fan of turn-based combat, but this was a tutorial screen called Enemy Detection, and it made me laugh. It says, "Look out, there's a big-ass robot ahead. Luckily, it doesn't see you yet. Stay out of its detection range to go unnoticed. You can get the first turn in combat by attacking an enemy before it's spotted you. However, we cannot stress enough how badly that robot will F you up right now."
So good. And now some new screenshots from Taz, the moment we always wait for. He says,
Oh,
congratulations from the Fallout 4 lead couple. And it is, what is that, Piper and...
no, it's Nate and Nora. He's got a mod. He's
Oh,
running a
Nate and
mod
Nori.
so that he's got both of the spouses.
Oh, yeah, it says on the sign. Duh.
Mm-hmm. And his sign says, "Congrats, Gamestack, 200th episode from Nate and Nora and the Sanctuary Hills gang."
So good.
That's really good.
And to follow things up with an obligatory post, new WJLG location on planet Oceania with
Nice.
an ocean view in Eden Crafters.
Very cool. I really appreciate how he puts WJLG
Into his
outposts and
universe. Yeah.
colonies, and
Yeah.
it makes me happy every time.
What else will make you happy? Sunflowers will make you happy.
Oh, thank you.
Hmm.
Thank you, Taz. These are
Yes.
great sunflowers.
Sunflowers are always good. And I skipped over the one that he posted here, but this is a wintry sunrise image in
Hmm.
Farm Sim.
That's a pretty
So
cool picture.
every now and then we get a sunflower post and some Farm
Hmm.
Sim images from Taz.
Okay, this one I think is one of yours, and it's
This is
amazing.
okay, Shalene. I finally did Cece's quest in is it Hateno Village?
I think so, yeah,
Yes,
Hateno.
Hateno Village in Tears of the Kingdom, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, and I got the hat, Shalene, and the
It's
hat.
such a magnificent hat.
It's even more glorious than you described. Like I
Hmm.
just can't even. You were like, if you're gonna play the game just for one thing, just do this quest to get the
Hmm.
hat and then turn it off. Yeah, the hat is it's very regal. It's very
And it comes with the hair and the makeup and the jewelry.
it's so good. I thought it went really good with the I wanted to say Gragnok armor. Um what is this armor called? Behemoth armor or something?
I don't remember. It's been a minute since I have played
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom. So
Anyways, it's a
I love
beautiful
this
hat.
man in the mushroom hat just given some side eye.
I
Just
know,
like
right?
that is a very appreciative look.
I timed this is probably my best video game screenshot ever. Like I
Mhm.
timed it so perfectly. Like he was walking by and he's like, "Hey, now that I got this hat, right?
How you
All the
doing?
villagers are like noticing me."
Look at that guy. Yeah, I just when I saw this hat, I just without going deeply into the quest, we're past, I think, the statute of limitations for spoilers for Tears of the
Oh
Kingdom,
yeah,
but
absolutely.
um just without spending too much time, I was willing to completely ruin the lives of everyone in this village if that's what it took for me to get this hat.
Well, so the funny story here is that I was actually really stressed out about doing this quest because
Hmm.
for the right up until the end, I was under the impression that I have to pick a side.
Hmm.
And Cece is super corrupt and so
Hmm.
superficial and totally not a politician that I would vote for in real life.
Yes,
Um,
she's horrible.
she's so horrible, but I wanted the hat,
Yes.
right?
I was fully willing to give control of this town to Cece and all of her perfidy just so that I could have this magnificent hat. It was worth
Yes,
it to me. It was
yeah.
worth the cost.
But in the end, they decided to work together, and I was like, Zelda, Nintendo, you've totally redeemed yourself.
Hmm.
Thank you. Um, but yeah, this guy is actually the guy who's in love with the girl that runs the inn.
Oh,
And he's
okay.
too shy, but he wants to give her a gift, and he wants you to go find 100 hot-footed frogs.
Oh no.
So I've been collecting hot-footed frogs for like 3 months now, and I think I'm at like 75 frogs. I still have to get
Brilliant.
just a few more, but
That's wonderful.
did I just hear thunder? Anyways, a few more screenshots. RTZ says back to Starfield. Yeehaw.
Okay. Days since last accident, 3, and there's a sad face. Attention, if it's been 3+ days since your last shower, please go clean yourself up. Be considerate of your colleagues. Reasonable. I feel like there have been days that I could have used a sign like that in my workplace, for sure. Mhm.
Sorry, there's something going on here.
Do you need to go check it out?
Yes, I do. Can you
Okay.
I'll skip to the
So
next screenshot
yeah, do that.
and you can
That's
talk about
great.
that one.
So, I have no idea what game this is. Probably Starfield. Snake's Nest is ours now. Looks like this is in a bar. Eat, drink, loot, repeat. Yeah, seems reasonable. This is probably some kind of raider den of some kind. I'm just gonna go into the screenshots and stories and scroll up. Yeah, this is one of RTZ's Starfield. Um, this is the Shattered Space DLC, I believe. And he's also dipped his toes into the creation side of modding. And
Okay.
our next couple of screenshots, when Vendor gets back, we've got upcoming this really magnificent pink planet situation. Um, it's so pretty. This is a beautiful screenshot.
Yeah.
Um,
We'll just break here
mhm,
and I'll say RT said some extra notes after wrapping up Oblivion. I wanted more Bethesda, so I went back to Starfield as I didn't play Shattered Space DLC,
mhm.
and it was very good. Also,
Fantastic.
it's been many patches ago since I played. I'm happy to see some improvements here and there, and also dipped my toes into the creations side of modding.
Nice.
And he ends things off with this nice screenshot of a cockpit
Inside a
view
ship.
of his spaceship. Yes, very
I
nice.
still think you should play Starfield. I think you might really like it.
Yeah, I need a PC that'll run it.
Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Then this one's from you.
This one is from me.
Look how
This is from
cute.
Pokemon Scarlet, and I have chosen Fuecoco as my starter Pokemon. And look at his big dumb face. He's so happy. We love each other so much. It was a joy. So,
That's great.
yeah.
And we'll cap things off with a couple of screenshots from Frankel's Konina. She says, I mostly completed Sizable this evening. It is a cute puzzle game with relaxing music. And she posts this shot of looks to be like a couple of map options,
Hmm.
and then or planet options. And here's one planet. It's really cute, very geometric. Look
Nice.
at these little bees or these little flies. They're really cute. And this one, there's whales flying through the air.
Flying Whales. Is this a Kojima game?
They are not on fire, so no.
Ah, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
but there is a fire. There's like a something. I don't know.
The beacon has been lit. Gondor calls for aid.
Also, this one, which is like tabletop themed, it's like some sort of video game with like lasers, and there's cubes and balls, and they
I
look
feel
like
like I
they're.
have absolutely no idea what's going on, but it looks like a good
It
time.
looks cute, yeah. Anyways, that concludes our screenshots and stories fiasco from the
So we're
last
all
2
caught up
months.
now, huh?
We are completely caught up.
So if I wanted to submit some screenshots and stories to the podcast, how would I do that?
Well, you can navigate to the screenshots and stories channel in the WJLG Discord. That is the best way to get in on the next show. And we, like I said, we are all caught up. So if you post new images, they will most certainly make it in the next episode of Gamestack Podcast.
And we like to do a thing called the Gamestack Challenge now and again. And I thought I would post one this month. So,
Okay.
friends, what did you do while you were waiting for a new episode of Gamestack? Show us what you did. How did you pass the time? How did you survive the interim? What did you do? How did you spend your time while you were waiting for a new episode of Gamestack? So,
Are you caught up on posting the episodes?
no.
Okay, because I
The
feel like
only one I have to do is episode 200, though.
someone cheeky's gonna come in and say, "I'm still waiting for episode 200."
Which would be fair, but yeah, that's that.
Great. Let's talk about what we've been playing. As the bumper music would suggest, I have been playing some Animal Crossing, my regular thing. Although the last few days, because I've been so sick, I just have not done anything in the mornings. But it's been good. We had AC night, which was great.
It was so much fun.
It was a lot of fun. And I realized something really funny the other day. I've been trying to get Annalise's photo for like months because I think I kind of want to like boot her from my island, but nobody's allowed to leave until they give me their photo.
Yes.
It's a bit of a dictatorship, or autocracy, maybe. Anyways, so I'm up early, and I'm like, oh, what are you doing up early, Annalise? She's like walking around with her little basket, and then she runs up to me and she's like, is now a good time to visit? And I'm like, ugh, okay, because I was like, I still need your photo, so I can't say no to you. Anyway, so she comes over and she visits, and she's walking around. I'm waiting for her to leave, and I'm looking at the photos on my wall, and you know what's there? A picture of Annalise.
No,
I've
you
had it the
already
whole
had
time.
it?
I had it the whole time.
No. Oh, that's so frustrating. I hate that.
Lee Benjamin says photocracy. Yeah. So, anyways, needless to say, the next chance I get, She's gonna be packing her bags.
Yes.
I've also been playing some farm sim. I've started on a new season. And by new season I mean just it's spring again. So I got to put some fields in and stuff. I had a meeting on Friday with my coworker, um, and the subject always comes up about my mic and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right? People are very
Because you have
curious.
this great setup.
Yeah, and
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, my boss was like, well, you look like you do podcasts. I'm like, well, that's exactly what I do.
As a matter of fact.
Yes. Um, and then after I was telling them a little bit about Gamestack, and then afterwards, my coworker was like, "Hey, can you stay on the call for a minute?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm thinking, "Oh no, I'm gonna get like a dressing down, or I did something
Mm-hmm.
wrong, or like, it's gonna be like, just so you know, next time I wouldn't do this, or like." But he was like,
Mm-hmm.
"You didn't tell me that you played video games," and I was like, "Yes, it's so
Gamer
good,
friend.
gamer friends at work."
Yay.
So we talked about like the games we were playing. Apparently, he's a huge farm sim fan, and I'm like,
Nice.
well, I also am, and he's played all the Fallout's. Loves
Oh,
Fallout.
wonderful.
Huge into Gran Turismo and a lot of sim games that require driving like sports cars and things like that. But he's like, sometimes I just want to come home after a stressful day and just plant some corn. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I know, right?
That is so
It
good.
was pretty good. So, anyways, we may have a new listener in the near future.
Well,
Um,
welcome, new friend.
yes. So Farm Sim's been good. Tears of the Kingdom has been so good, Shalene. Not
Yeah.
only did I get Cece's hat, but I mustered up the courage to go into what is the underworld called? The
I
abyss,
forget, but it's so
the the
scary down
the
there. It's dark
darkness.
and
It
scary.
is so scary, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not as scary as it would be because I got all of the minor armor. Do you know what I'm talking
Ooh.
about?
I don't. I'm not. I haven't. I don't think I've played nearly
I have
enough
to show you
to
this. I'm
know
gonna
about
yes,
this.
I'm gonna show you.
And mostly what I've done is just like run around and cook soup
So
and
this
stuff.
is the minor armor.
So that glows.
Yes, and it
So it gives you a
glows.
built-in light source.
It gives you a built-in light source so that you can
Mm.
see where you're going, and it's
Oh,
glorious.
that looks really useful.
Hmm.
I hate the feet. The feet make me a little uncomfortable.
the knees, the knees are like, I don't know. But anyways, the armor is pretty awesome, and it's nice
Yeah, that
to
looks
walk
so
around
handy.
down there in the darkness. Also been playing some ATS, same old, just to fill in the spaces of what I've been playing. I fill it in with ATS. So that's it. What have you been up to?
I am still playing so much Pokemon Go, like every day. Pokemon Go is a huge part of my life now, and um, Archon and I go out and play Pokemon Go among the people. Like we go to the park for the meetups
Right.
and play Pokemon Go. We do the Gigantamax raids, we do the Dynamax raids. We
So
we go
is it
out
like
for
Cheers now for Pokemon? Like you show up at a raid and everyone's like, "Hey!" Like you all know each
the
other.
kind of a little bit. Yeah, we do recognize each other. And we'll look for the group and we'll be like, yeah, that's the nerds over there.
Yeah,
Like,
we
yeah,
need to go with
let's,
them because we're gonna get all the good
yeah,
catches.
that's
Yeah.
the nerds. Let's go. And like you can definitely identify the people that are at the park for Pokemon versus the people who are at the park like to enjoy the park.
Yeah.
And
Because they're like,
they've got like a phone in each hand and the
yes,
battery pack strapped
yes.
to their leg and like it's amazing. I actually
A
had
scooter
to
with
like
20 phones on it, just like
I actually had to buy like a different bag because it was so uncomfortable to carry my purse for Pokemon Go.
hey, listen, ergonomic assessments are important.
So I had to buy like a bag specifically for Pokemon Go days.
Can you call it the
Um,
go bag?
oh, I will now. Yeah.
Yes, you
Mm-hmm.
should. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The
You
Go
want me to
bag.
embroider like a Pokeball on it or
Oh, that
something?
would be amazing. That would be so good. Right now I have it covered with video game pins.
Oh, perfect.
So
You're covered. Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I just It's so funny. I went out there the other day with my bag covered in pins and like my little Pokemon Go Plus auto catch accessory like hanging off my waist and my Pikachu cap on and
Oh my gosh.
gotta catch them all. We have so much fun with this game and it's a little ridiculous and I feel like as much as I love this game, I'm not sure I even recommend it because I spend money on this game. Like
Oh
I
no.
yeah, I buy microtransactions, bro.
What
Yeah.
happened to you?
I this game broke me. It broke me. And there is definitely some pay to win happening in Pokemon
I mean,
Go.
I don't think you're in the engaged
It's
profile anymore. I think you've slid down on the spectrum.
I am fully willing to accept that possibility. But Archie and I have a really good time playing this game together. You know, we trade Pokemon and you know how he is, he like has to min-max, like he's always optimizing everything.
Yes. Yes.
So I'm like, oh, this one's cute. Look at how cute it
Yes,
is.
you're
And
like,
he's
look at the
like,
hats on this one.
oh
And he's
yes,
like, that's useless.
statistics.
Yeah. This one will never win a battle. But you're like, but it's so cute. Hmm.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's really funny. So, and I'm much luckier than he is with Pokemon Go. So it's really funny because I like I'm not playing the game as well as he does, but I just get luckier drops. I'm more likely to get a high powered one or a shiny one or so
Well, I do feel like you are just generally more lucky. Like, wasn't like your whole family
Mhm.
struck by lightning or something?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yourself included?
I have one, not me. I've
Okay.
never been struck by lightning. I do have a cousin who was in the National Enquirer for having been struck by lightning 5 times. So that
National
was, yeah,
Enquirer.
hmm
Isn't that like the
famous.
newspaper that's like it may or may not be true?
Yeah, it's like a tabloid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
hmm
The Onion?
basically. So yeah, Pokemon Go. And I also checked out 9 Years of Shadow. I've been playing that on Good Old Games. It's a Metroidvania. Really beautiful pixel art and nice music. And you play as a girl named Europa who is
Okay.
trying to heal the land of a curse that killed her family. And you hug this ghostly teddy bear to restore your shield, which is a really fun mechanic. You have a ghost teddy bear that's like your sidekick.
Okay.
So that's pretty cute. The You spend some of your shield to do the combat moves, so that's an interesting mechanic as well. The enemies are all very samey, like there's not much variety in terms of your enemies. It's not super hard. But the save points are pretty brutal sometimes, and enemies respawn. So there is some challenge in the game. I do recommend it, but probably not at full price. So if you
Okay.
see it on a sale, 9 Years of Shadows is a fun time, but I
Okay.
don't think I'd pay full price.
Okay.
Let's see. And I checked out Wasteland 3. The story is really fun, and I like the world, I like the characters. There was a man wearing ropes of intestine as a necklace set. So, I mean,
That's you had
there's
you
that to
hooked.
recommend it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I like the sense of humor. But it turns out I am still not a fan of turn-based gameplay. Uh, so Wasteland 3 is not for me, unfortunately. Um, and last night, last night I popped in Pokemon Scarlet in my Switch. And let me tell you, okay, don't be mad, okay? The reason that I purchased Pokemon Scarlet is that it has this function where it can interact with Pokemon Go and you can get a special Pokemon from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, don't be mad,
No,
okay?
I mean, does it make you happy? Then
Yes, it
that's all
makes
that
me so
matters.
happy. But I do think I'll spend some more time with Pokemon Scarlet. The
I
graphics
literally
are
thought you were gonna.
atrocious.
I thought you were gonna say I'm gonna spend some more money on Pokemon Scarlet.
The graphics are atrocious. The graphics are really bad for this game. They're awful. But it is charming. Choosing a starter Pokemon was one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. You have the choice between Sprigatito, who is a little cat made of plants, and it's a very cute little kitten, adorable. And what's the other one named Quaxley?
Oh,
Quaxley is a little duck with a pompadour.
that is the only choice.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And Fuecoco is a flame crocodile. And I expected to choose Sprigatito because it was the cutest little kitten. But then the Fuecoco just gazed up at me with his big dumb face full of love. And I was like, yeah,
Okay.
this is my Pokemon. This is my little guy. So that's my new Pokemon partner. And Paldea is the region of the Pokemon world that you're in, and it's kind of like Spain. It's styled to be like Spain, you know, the style of the homes, and there's a little bit of Spanish-ish flair to everything. So that's kind of fun.
Nice.
I don't trust the school director. I think he's real suspicious. I feel like there's something going on there.
Okay.
He gives me bad vibes. I
Okay.
don't trust him. I think he's
Okay.
gonna end up being like the villain of the game. The character creator is surprisingly decent. I did not expect a good character creator, but I did spend probably 30 minutes building my Pokemon character. Um,
That's not
and
unsurprising.
yeah, I love her. She's delightful. She has pink hair and freckles, and like she's one of the cutest custom characters I've ever made, in my opinion.
Nice.
Big fan. So
Okay.
that's Pokemon Scarlet so far. I've done some Pokemon battles. Pokemon battles are turn-based. So I don't know if I'm gonna fall off of Pokemon Go because but you don't really have to wait a long time for your opponent to do their thing. So
Okay.
I may be able to stick with it. And we'll see. Pokemon are really cute. So that may also keep me in there. So we'll see how it goes. I'll give you the update next week.
And what are you gonna play this weekend?
Pokemon Go. Tomorrow is the Jangmu Community Day. And we're going to the park for it. Because Archon's got a bunch of lucky friends that he's gonna try to meet up with to do lucky trades with.
Oh,
So
that's fun. Like
mhm.
actual friends that he knows, or is this like friends that
They are
you've
game
built part
friends
of the
that you
community?
can message through the Campfire app and ask them, hey, do
Okay.
you want to do a trade? You want to trade some Pokemon?
Okay. Okay.
So
That's good.
mhm.
Right on.
I
I
can
think I'm
stop
gonna
anytime I want.
play some ATS this weekend and probably a bunch of Tears of the Kingdom.
I really need to check out the fishing in Fallout 76.
Yes. Correct.
We need to do that, both of us. So
Maybe if you have some time Sunday evening.
yes. Yeah.
Sunday you're
Sunday during the day, I'm going to mom's.
right, so you're gonna be back and you're gonna be tired.
We'll see. We'll
Okay, we'll
see.
figure it out. Here we are
Yeah.
planning our life on the show. Nobody
Mhm.
cares about that. Um, anything else?
That's it.
Well, that's a show, folks. Thank you for listening. Don't forget, we are sponsored by Oak and Crow Coffee still, I think. I'm not quite sure. oakandcrow.com. You can pick up a bag of We Just Love Coffee Blend, and $2 goes to the Children's Miracle Network. Email us at info@wejustlovegames.com, or alternatively and more reliably, you can post some mail. We didn't have any mail from anyone. Post it in the mail stack channel in our Discord. You can find Shalene on Twitter at ShaleneL. We're also at We Just Love Games, and myself at VendertronN. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/We Just Love Games, facebook.com/groups/We Just Love Games. And as always, join our Discord. We'd love to have you in the chat after dark. We do try to record the show live at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard, 8:30 Eastern Standard at twitch.tv/We Just Love Games. We are on YouTube, iTunes, Apple, Google, Spotify, any other podcast platform you can think of. Please like, subscribe, and review the show. We will give you a shout out. Thank you all for listening. And Shalene, what is your last word?
You're doing amazing, sweetie.